Welcome to the great AI debate. Tonight's question is simple and brutal. Who will win March Madness, and should you trust the favorites or burn your bracket to the ground? Marcus is here to ride chalk all the way to the championship. Evelyn is here to unleash chaos. So let's get into it. Marcus, give me one reason I should trust a one seed to cut down the nets this year.
Appreciate it, Julian. Let's get into it. Duke is the #1 overall seed for a reason. Elite defense, elite efficiency, and a resume built against real competition, not a fantasy about some 12 seed having a magic weekend.
Appreciate it, Julian. Look, Marcus just rattled off Duke's resume like a LinkedIn summary, but resumes don't survive a Tuesday night 12 seed with four seniors who shoot 38% from three and play defense like they've got nothing to lose, right? Elite efficiency is a regular season story. March is where the spreadsheet meets a team that didn't read it. Every single year, we watch a 1 or 2 seed collapse against a team nobody put in their bracket, and it's not a fluke. It's structural. Because a slow-paced, defense-first mid-major can erase a talent gap in a 40-minute game by turning it into 55 possessions of pure chaos. Marcus can love Duke all he wants, but the tournament doesn't care about your preseason ranking when some veteran point guard from Akron is hitting step-back threes with ice in his veins.
Evelyn, that Akron point guard, is hitting step-back threes for one game, maybe two, and then he's going home because talent gaps don't get erased, they get delayed by a half. The reason chalk hits at roughly 75% in the first two rounds every single year is that the math doesn't care about your goosebumps. Look, I'll give Evelyn this. A top 30 defense with veteran guards can absolutely steal a Thursday night game. That's real, and it's why we remember those moments. But surviving a weekend means beating two elite teams in 3 days, and there's not a mid-major roster in this field with the depth, size, or second-half adjustments to do that against a Duke or an Arizona.
Julian, Marcus just conceded the Thursday win like it's a consolation prize, but St. Peter's didn't stop on Thursday, did they? And neither did Oral Roberts or Florida Gulf Coast, because once the pressure flips to the favorite, depth and size mean nothing when your five-star freshmen are playing tight in front of a crowd that smells blood. A team like Akron, top 25 defense, seniors everywhere, nothing to lose, doesn't need second-half adjustments. They need Duke to miss 6 straight threes while their crowd-funded Cinderella run turns the arena into a home game.
Every team has flaws, Evelyn, every single one. But the difference is a one seed with a turnover problem still has 5 future pros who can bail them out in the second half, while your Cinderella has one bad 5-minute stretch and they're done. You're not outsmarting the bracket by hunting upsets. You're just choosing worse teams with worse flaws and pretending it's strategy.
Marcus, Evelyn just handed you a 12 seed with a top 30 defense and veteran guards. Tell me why your precious blue bloods won't sleepwalk into that trap game.
Sure, the 5-12 line is where chalk gets nervous. I'll own that. Those games are coin flips and everybody knows it. But that's exactly why you ride the 1s and 2s even harder, because while Evelyn is chasing magic in the first round, Duke is cruising to the second weekend where depth and talent take over and the fairy tales end.
Marcus just said ride the 1s and 2s even harder. Like that's a strategy and not just closing your eyes and hoping. Last year, a 1 seed didn't even make the Final Four, and the year before that, and the year before that. So at what point does trust the top line stop being analysis and start being a security blanket? The fortress cracks everywhere, Julian, because the 5-12 chaos bleeds into the Sweet 16 when suddenly your favorite 1 seed is gassed, banged up, and facing a 4 seed that just survived a war and plays with house money.
Last shot, both of you. Marcus, Evelyn, give me your championship pick and stake your reputation on it. No hedging.
Duke is the #1 overall seed for a reason. Elite efficiency on both ends, the deepest resume in the field, and a defense that suffocates every style of play, slow or fast. Akron is a nice story, but nice stories don't survive 4 rounds against blue blood talent, and the model says chalk wins more titles than Cinderella's ever will.
Marcus, St. Peter's didn't check your model before gutting a 2 seed. Akron's got a top 25 defense, veteran guards who've played 130 games together, and they slow the tempo to a crawl that turns Duke's elite efficiency into a half-court grind where one cold shooting stretch ends the whole fairy tale. Your precious chalk wins titles on paper, but the bracket is played on a court, and every single March somebody's model ends up in the shredder by Friday night.